Deconstruction freed my hands. Survival kept my knees on the ground. Neither crowned me. Remembrance did. A pastor once told me there's only one requirement for a miracle. You have to need one first. So, I learned to normalize need, to perform, to prove, and to wait. I would have consistent emotional high Sundays, followed by empty and hollow Mondays. I tithed, I fasted, I prayed, I begged, and when it didn't land, I was told, it's just not your season. Time and time and time, year after year after year again. The season kept moving. My life did not. I kept trying to dig deep and try to correct and try to win my way, try to figure out what was wrong with me. Something had to be so deep, so horrible that I was just not seeing it because I just wasn't understanding. I was applying and doing the things that I was taught, that I had learned, that I had grasped from all the books I bought, the sermons that I sat through, the studies that I have been to. Still lost, still not landing, still not working out in my favor to the degree that satisfied the ache that was in my soul. So I stepped back. I stopped drinking from the cup that numbed me. Unknowingly, I began to deconstruct because I told the Most High, I'm not moving forward until some questions are answered. And then I began to learn the true history and began to apply logic and emotional intelligence, and things were just not making sense to me. I laid down those fleeting emotional highs because I desperately needed clarity, understanding. While there were people and counterparts of all ages and cultures who was experiencing this abundant, beautiful life of purpose, I'm being told it's not your season. Well, you might have to wait till the afterlife. And if we're all the same and there's no respecter of persons, then why do I have to wait and everybody else get to experience an abundant life on earth? It was not making sense to me. The colloquialisms failed me. They stopped soothing me. So deconstruction is like a demolition crew, but not an architect. And that's the quiet truth. It took the bars off my windows and I could finally breathe. It removed what hurt, but it didn't install what rules. I had fewer beliefs, fewer rules, fewer sermons in my ear, and I still woke up looping the exact same outcomes. The building was gone, but the blueprint of scarcity was still in the concrete. Then survival spoke up like a helpful auntie. Be smaller. Need less. Don't spook the future. Make safe choices. Survival is holy when there is danger. But what happens when the danger passes and survival stays in charge? It builds a smaller life. It trades miracles for maintenance, destiny for coping. It will keep you alive and quietly convince you that aliveness is all you get. You don't need much. It doesn't take all that. Just get by. Heard that before? So the cycle looked like this. Deconstruction took it all apart. Survival made it smaller. The result? You're free on paper, but still asked to prove your worth in practice. You did everything right and still felt unwitnessed, unseen, and even unloved in some instances. And it's not because you failed. It's because those two stops were never built to seat you. You're crowned. Remembrance doesn't negotiate the ruins or the alarms. It installs jurisdiction. It doesn't ask, am I ready? It declares, I am seated. Deconstruction removes what is false. Survival protects what is threatened. Remembrance reinstates what is true. And what is true is simple. You who are listening to this right now, I made this with you specifically in mind. You needed this reminder. You needed your soul fire reignited because your word is law in your life. I'm going to say it one more time. Your word is law in your life. So if you're borrowing someone else's word and applying it to your life, you're getting mismatched results. So you need to own the words that you are speaking for your life. You are living beneath your power. You are living beneath what you are truly capable of. You are more than what you're living. And you have that power, and I'm here to remind you of that today, my friend. I love you, and I know that you are capable of more than what you are living. You are living below your means because you are not applying your word as law in your life. Now, how can you tell where you're living from? Glad you asked. A deconstruction body will feel relief plus emptiness. You exhale and then feel directionless. A survival body, you'll feel tightness in your jaw, shallow breath, shrinking plans that make sense, consistent contingency. A remembrance body, the spine remembers height, the breath drops down, choices widen, and you stop apologizing for what you know deep in your soul, deep in your gut. You know what's right and you know what's true. But you stop rationalizing and reasoning it away to fit someone else's program, someone else's agenda. You hold your head high. You roll those shoulders back. You stand 10 toes down. And you have clarity and you walk with a certainty and joy like never before. So pause. Scan with me right now. Is your jaw soft or is it clenched? Are you breathing from your chest or from your belly? Are your shoulders forward or are they rolled back stacked? When you whisper, I don't chase proof, my word stands. What shifts? Note it. That's your seat checking in. I learned to expect miracles like a thirsty person expects a drop of water, and to feel grateful for the drizzle. But remembrance taught me I wasn't born for drizzle. I wasn't born to prove that I needed a miracle to deserve one. I was born in a house where provision is the architecture. And when I spoke from that house, the craving to be chosen dissolved. I stopped asking life to pick me and to save me, to rescue me. I picked the life that matched my name, the one that crowned me. Think of your life like a home. Deconstruction took down the walls that trapped you. Survival pitched a tent in the rubble. Safe from the wind, but never a home. Remembrance lays a new foundation and puts keys in your hand. Not a visitor's pass, keys. You don't ask a tent for a mortgage. You walk into your house. Cycles don't continue because you're weak, you're broken, you're not enough. You have to prove or earn some worthiness, or you have to pass a million tests. No, they continue because they're wired. 3 wires to name. We're going to call them out and they need to be cut. 1, survival vows. I'll never be too much. I'll just make do. It doesn't take all that. Number 2, ancestral residue. Unspoken agreements in your body to stay inside the tribe's love. How often are you shrinking and performing so you don't ruffle any feathers, so you don't ruffle the status quo? 3, subconscious safety narratives. The brain's loyal lies that prioritize predictability over promise. We always fear the unknown. And your brain can only go back. It's like a computer. It keeps scanning for what happened in the past. It cannot predict your future. Remembrance doesn't argue with any of these. It overrides them with jurisdiction. You're not asking safety for permission. You're offering it direction. So test this for 7 days. In the morning, do a decree, 30 seconds, and say, from my original seat, I govern my day. I revoke every vow to stay small. My word is law in my life, and it is good. Midday interrupt, 10 seconds. Put your hand on your heart and say, I heard that survival voice. Thank you for trying to protect me. Stand down. I am seated. Then make one non-survival move. Send the email. Eat your best meal. Say the price. Close the tab you used to numb. Then do an evening audit. 60 seconds. Where did I perform to be chosen today? Where did I choose? Celebrate the choosing. No shame. This is just data. I was told the only requirement for a miracle is need. No. The requirement for a miracle is jurisdiction. Need can attract pity. Jurisdiction anchors reality. And when you speak from the house instead of the tent, provision stops acting like weather and starts acting like plumbing. It becomes consistent. It's stabilized. It runs because the house is wired to run. If you left the building and still whisper apologies, this is for you. If you can regulate through storms but secretly forget you deserve the sunrise, this is for you. If you're done the books, the boards, the breath work, and still feel unseen, this is for you, my friend. Deconstruction broke your chains, but remembrance breaks the cycle. Say it with me, out loud if you can. I rescind every vow to survive small. I return to my original seat. My word writes my world. I don't queue for miracles. I live in a house that runs on them. From this day, cycles end where I speak. And it is so. And if your body just softened or stood a little taller, that's your seat remembering you. Start my free 3-day soul reset below. Let's unplug the vowels and wire the house. Because deconstruction freed you, remembrance will crown you. Be sure to stick around and catch the next video of the series, The Audacity to Break the Rules and Win Without Asking. You got this. I believe in you.